Hi everyone, welcome back to Ghost Prime Transformer Reviews. Today I'll be taking a look at Ectotron. This is the recently released figure from Hasbro. It was exclusive to EB Games and Hasbro Pulse as well as GameStop. It should be available now at a GameStop or EB Games near you. This is a really cool crossover figure between the Ghostbusters, Ecto-1, and Transformers. Now I'm a big Transformer fan obviously, and I'm also a big Ghostbuster fan. As you can see, this thing is really cool. It's pretty accurate to details to the movie, and it's a Transformer, so what more could you want? The figure itself takes a lot of the engineering from Onslaught or Hotspot from the Generations Combiner Wars line. It kind of right for it. It's a really decent figure. Really simple transformation. It even has a proton pack and the wand. It's really cool. He also comes with this little rubberized Slimer figure that just looks amazing. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, here is the packaging for this guy. As you can see, it is done in a G1 style box. It's very cool, has all the details. I love the ectoplasm dripping off this guy. He's got slime up there. If you look on the logo up here, slime coming off of the S. On the top, it's got the old style transformation steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to robot mode right there. The side of the package has the artwork. We can see Slimer. You can see Ecto-1 in its car mode. The Ghostbusters 35th anniversary logo. On the back, you have the tech specs, the classic battle scene, Transformers 35th anniversary, Ghost Core, the old Hasbro logo, the new authentic product logo, kind of like the rope sign they had, multiple languages for his tech spec. It's a function paranormal investigator. I'll leave this up for you to read that real quick. Here's his tech specs. Really, really cool. Bottom of the box has another image of the car and the robot mode of Slimer. Legalities. And just an amazing box. Now I opened this way so Slimer fell out, but I really am I'm really on the fence about buying another one of these and keeping in the box. I never buy doubles of figures, but this is one I really need to have two of, just to have it in this box. This is beautiful. So of course, inside the box, you have Slimer, you have the Ecto-1, an instruction booklet. Now the instruction booklet is the new style instructions, but it does have green outlines around it, highlights everywhere. And it just shows you how to basic instructions, modern style instructions. It would have been really cool to see classic style instructions of this on this, but I think that might be asking a little much. Very cool. Very cool. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, and inside the box you do get Slimer and the Ecto-1. He comes packaged as the Ecto-1, as you just saw, reminiscent of the old style Transformers. Newer Transformers these days come packaged in robot mode. And he is his 1959 Cadillac, as seen in the movie. He has all the detail from the movie. The headlights, chrome, Ecto-1. So if you get in there with the Ecto-1 license plate. Now he has the Ecto-1 license plate on the front. And he has a Ghostbusters logo on the side. But he does not have the Ghostbusters logo or the license plate on the rear. Now maybe Toy Hacks could fix that. However, he has a lot of detail on this. Just a ton of detail. All the lights are done very nicely. These are clear plastic pieces. Even clear plastic pieces inside the lights here, the housings here. Clear plastic here on the top. Clear plastic all throughout all the windows, all the way around this guy with the chrome trim, which is actually done in the silver paint. Very nicely detailed. White wall tires with painted rims. The Ghostbusters logo tampographed on there is very nicely done. He even has the antenna here. It is done in a soft plastic, as is the ladder, also done in a soft plastic. So is the tubing on the side, which this becomes the cord for the proton blaster, the wand. So this is really cool. It's very cool. And it rolls very, very well. Now, Slimer figure is an excellent sculpt itself. As you could see, very, very nicely sculpted little Slimer. He also even has the Slimer butt. You see the butt cheeks right there. This is very cool. Very, very nicely done. Now, one thing that's not in the instructions, but I noticed you could do with it, is there's a little peg right here, and he has a hole here. Now, this hole will actually fit the flight stands that you could get, too, that have on the arm with a little peg hole. But it also fits right here. So you could display him like that, and he could go on ghost hunts with these guys. Very cool. Very cool. So, for transformation, he's actually very simple. He takes a lot of he takes a lot of engineering from Onslaught and Hotspot, but he's not the same. As in, there's a lot of sculpted parts that are used, like the legs, the thighs. Well, not the legs, but the upper of the thighs are used. And the way the head is revealed out of the chest. Those are very similar to those two figures. However, it is its own figure. Also, the knees are very similar. So the first thing you want to do is, I take off the wand first. And you want to undo the antenna from the front here. And undo the ladder. There's just a little tab and a slot right there. So turn it upside down. You see the arms right here. Turn this around a little bit. Take these, pull them down, and then the front part of the car split apart. And take the whole side pieces here out and up like that on both sides, out, up. Back to the arms, spread them apart. Go to the legs, and they clip in here. You want to undo this from the side and on the top. And these tab together in the back and tab to the clear plastic pieces on top. And you just kind of pull them out. Now the knees, you pull these down, and you see the knees fold in for transformation. So you want these to come out, and they kind of snap together right there. These come in. They don't snap in. They have friction held in there, like that. The feet come down, and then you just pull the legs apart. Now for the head, open the chest, reveals the head, pull that up, slide that back together, move the arms down, and this is kind of a neat little trick here. This piece here slides down with the wheel, so push it down, and then the front of the car becomes the shoulders like so. And you do that for either side. Push down, slide around, reveal the hands. Oh, then one more thing. On the back, for the back of the heels, you take the trunk piece and move it out like this, and that'll be stabilized so he doesn't fall over. Now for the backpack, we move the camera a little bit. This backpack becomes the proton pack, and what that is, it's pushed on by these two pegs right here that peg into the back. As you can see that in there at the light, you can see those two pegs on the back there. So what you want to do with this is, first, you want to take this piece here, move it to the side, and then this bottom part here, pull it out, around, flip this up and in, and this goes over and snaps onto the white part in the back. What I do with the antenna is I take it and I just shove it in right there. So then you have this. So this piece, if you notice, there's a little tab right there. And that goes into the lights on the back. Like so. So it hangs on his back, and he has a proton pack. Now look at the detailing on this proton pack. Isn't that cool? Very accurate detailing on the Proton Pack. Very nicely done. Could use a little splash of paint for the cable and other things, but that's just me being nitpicky. It's very cool. Love having that. Also, while we're at it, let's check the detail out on the wand here. Again, very accurate detailing on this thing. Very cool. So what you do with the wand is, now he can hold it a couple different ways. He could hold it in his hand like this with the handle, or he also has this handle right here on the side that he could hold, so he could hold it straight like this. The one thing he doesn't have is wrist swivels, so you can't put him in a pose where he could kind of hold it like this, which would be really cool if you could. Understandably, the figure that he is based off of does not have that, so I think that's why they went with that. So what I do is I have him hold it like this, then you plug the cord and cable into the back. Move him up a little bit. And I push that in. So, and there you have Ectotron. He is a little weak in the knees. As you can see, I'm having a little trouble here getting him to pose. He's super weak in the knees and really tight in the thigh swivel. But you can get him to stand up pretty well. So he looks really cool. Now for articulation, he has 90 degree at the knee. He can come up this far with the leg in the front, and due to these backpack, only about that far in the back. His legs should go out all the way, and he has a 360 at the thigh. He has no ankle tilts of any type or any kind, which makes sense. No waist swivels. His head is on I think it's on a ball joint, but you can't really do much with it other than a 360. So you can do a 360 on the head. He has double jointed elbows, so you can move like that. His shoulders can move out and up. You can get a pretty good range of movement, and they can go forward this much because you can't go any further than that because it hits the back of the car here, and also backwards. And I knocked off the backpack. Still, this guy is very cool despite his minor flaws. I wish the knees were a little tighter, but he is just really cool. Very, very good looking figure. So let's compare him to Onslaught, shall we? Here he is with Combiner Wars Onslaught. Now, as you notice, well, maybe you can't see because it's dark, but he has the same thighs. And I believe that's really just about it. This piece might be the same, and maybe the same shoulder joint here. He does have a similar thing in the chest, but it's a completely different sculpted piece. Also, the knees, the way the knees are, these go flat. These ones go flat, where these ones go upright. So it does make him a little taller. But as you can see, that's really where the design differs or is the same, and most of it is completely new sculpted pieces. They just use it as a base to build off of. Very clever, I think, on their part. Now, this guy does have a comic book. He doesn't come with the comic book. It would be very cool if he did come with the comic book. I have to pick up these comics. He's a really cool figure. I really am excited to get the Prime. I hope I could grab that Prime. It is a good figure, and it's an awesome crossover. I really, really love this crossover. Very, very cool. And that was Ectotron, the Ecto-1 Transformer. Very, very cool figures. Not without a couple gripes, like I said earlier. The knees need to be tighter, and it needs a little bit of paint in the back, the Ghostbuster logo, and a license plate. I'm glad they have the license plate in the front, and these silver details are very nice. The hood is a little bit gappy, and it can be a little fiddly with the backpack trying to get the hose back in for the car mode. But it displays beautifully. It is a fantastic figure. I really hope they do more of these. I love the crossovers, Ghostbusters especially. It's really nice. I would really, really like to see these. I personally need to even buy another one just to keep one in the package. I'm not even a package collector. That's how beautiful the box art is. It's great. It's a really well done figure. If you happen to see one at EB Games or GameStop, or they come available on Hasbro Pulse again, you should probably pick one up. It is a great transformer. It displays perfectly in either mode you want to put it in. I haven't decided how to display this one yet, but it's very cool and I'm very happy to have it. So until next time, please like, subscribe, hit the downvote button if you have to. I'll see you next time.